Well, good afternoon, YouTube. I have here a very bizarre footage. This is the GRAN Telescopio Milimétrico, Mexico. So we are now positioned on the top of a mountain. I don't know the elevation, it doesn't matter. But I have something very strange to show you. This camera is looking west, meaning the sunrise is behind us. Now pay attention to something bizarro. This is dawn, and already here we see something which we are very familiar with, the chemtrail curtain in the horizon. You can't look through it, it's just like a giant curtain. So your line of sight is obscured by an accumulation of chemtrails. Down here we got I think this is a Toyota Tundra or Tacoma pickup truck on its way to work, I guess. Now, you can see on the pictures now that the sun is rising and the light is cast onto here. We have a curvature in the horizon which do not actually correspond with that the earth is round and we are living on the outside. You get my point? If you read the book of Enoch, the astronomical book, and compare that with the information that the Luciferian company called NASA is describing how our universe is made up of a Big Bang, you know, and everything evolved out of that Big Bang, you know, nothing came from nothing, right? I mean, something came from nothing. You know, what came first, the hen or the egg, right? Well, when you look at this image right here, it definitely looked like that Earth is concave, not convex. Meaning we are living inside a giant bubble. I once talked to a guy called Dr. Goodgreen, but that was a nice conversation until he started talking about that he was being, what do you call it? What do you want to call that? Stalked by certain people who wanted to kill him. And that was besides the point of what we were talking about, because we were actually talking about the universe and we were actually talking about Nibiru. And his theory is that we are living inside a giant bubble. Well, if you read the book of Enoch, well, there's something to it. Absolutely. He also states 2 times in the book of Enoch, Mr. Enoch, that the moon and the sun are equal of size. Now, I have to believe in the scriptures because I am a believer, and I don't say, and I will never put that in the word or in my mouth, that our Creator is lying to us. For why would he? Thou shalt bear no false witness, right, in the 10th commandment, meaning you should not lie. He gave us some very good ways of living our lives as a person. That these 10 commandments are extremely important to obey in order to have a society amongst your brothers and sisters that would actually function. But we are having a society which is upside down, controlled by Luciferian people, such as your suit and tie leaders, such as your scientists, because we are living in a scientific dictatorship in these days, and so that they do back in the days of Noah. Now, what am I trying to get at? Well, Dr. Goodgreen was talking about that we are inside Nibiru. I don't subscribe to that point of view, but I do subscribe to that we are inside a bubble. And when we are looking into space, in the night sky, you are actually looking towards the center of that bubble. We are living inside, not outside, but inside a gigantic bubble, which I, during my research regarding that, came to would be 8 billion miles in diameter. That was the size they estimated our entire world, including our galaxies, everything in it. So when we are looking out into space, we are actually looking inwards, not outwards. In, not out. And this illustration here with the chemtrails is very profound, that it looks concave and not convex. Major difference. Now watch what's going on here. The sun is rising in this direction behind us. We are looking away from the sun. Now watch what's happening here. This is bizarre. Very bizarre, people. It's getting brighter. You can see where the sun is, right? It's right over there. You can see the shadows on the ground and the buildings. But look what's happening in the horizon. What is going on? We are having the emergence of the exact same light settings as we have when we're looking towards our sun. We are having the bow. Maybe that is referring to Ezekiel 1:28, as Anna for His Glory was pointing out. She might be dead on that one. But look at this extreme bright light. And it actually looks like the sun just got obscured by a cloud, because right now it actually looks overcast from the angle from where the sun is, because we don't have the bright light as we have in this image, as you see there. There you can see there is direct sunlight on that telescope, radio telescope. And now something is moving in front of the clouds, and it makes it look like it's overcast. But what is happening in the foreground, in the west, and this is west view. The link for this particular area will be in the description box for you to go look at yourself, so you don't think I'm pulling your leg here. The sun will be setting over here when we see the sunset. But right now the sun is rising behind us. And then the plume disappears, falls back on itself. We get a very red horizon, yellow, and still we have the bow. Ezekiel 1:28. And then it plumes up again. Now the sun seems red. Look at the reflection on the telescope. Red. What did we just see here? Yellow-white. The sun is rising. Look at the timestamp in the right corner, top corner. The sun is rising. And now it became red. That is impossible. When the sun is rising, the higher up on the sky, the brighter and wider it becomes. The lower on the horizon, due to the thickness of our atmosphere, creates the reddish light. That's why we have these spectacular sunsets and sometimes sunrises. And again we have the bow. And now the sun comes back as yellow. Now it's getting really bright. What about the foreground in the west? Can you see that the Earth's curvature is concave? I can. But what is this arc? What is creating that? When the sun is not in that vicinity, it's on the direct opposite side. It's behind you. You're looking away from the sun. And the sun is really coming up. creating this illusion. And you can still see that the curvature of the Earth is concave, not convex. You see it? Look where the shadows, which direction the shadows are moving. The sun is directly behind you. It's getting higher and higher and higher. The arc is persisting. The bow is persisting. It should not look like that. Now the sun is white, bright, unbearable to look at. The bow is still there, in a convex shape. The time is 8:16 in the morning, on the 26th of 2015, February. Look what's going on here. You care to explain that? Oh, the telescope even moved. Someone is at work. Someone is standing there and enjoying the view and wondering, just like me, what the heck is going on with that? I mean, this is not real. Now they're going in to see if they can find out what the heck is going on. They're over there now, still looking at it, still amazed of what they're witnessing. Because it should not look like this. I mean, they are in panic. Look how many people are out looking at it. See that? He's coming back, the dude in the black jacket. Man, I got to see that again with my own two eyes. Man, I need a cigarette. Look at the horizon. The stage is curved. Time is rolling. Now we're an hour ahead. It didn't change. Nothing is changing at all. Now you see the shadow from the sun cast on the ground from the telescope moving. You can see what vicinity the sun is in. Missing frame. You can see the shadow there. The sun is in the south now. South, southwest, east. See that? I mean, what's going on here? Okay, let's take it from the top again. While we have the time. I got 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. So let's go to dawn. Everything is nice and easy. Mr. Toyota is coming to work. Now the sun is actually peeped over the horizon. You can see that on the light. It would not be lit up like that unless the sun has broken the horizon. We can also see that the horizon is concave, not convex. Now the sun is getting brighter, very bright, and now it's dimming again. On our side we're looking from, but the front, the foreground, becomes like a bow, and is overcast in the where the sun is. Still overcast. There, the sun breaks through again. But the light from the sun, and we're talking, I don't know, 15 minutes gap. The sun has moved a lot in 15 minutes at sunrise. But we get a red light from it. Now we get a white light, or yellowish. But the bow in the horizon persists. Okay, where were we? The phone was calling. Well, this is how it looks. It's 7 o'clock. Sun is bright. I mean, it's just been red, yellow, white. But we already once seen it white. And that is 20 minutes ago. So let's see if you can fast backwards. There the sun is coming up through the horizon. all of a sudden it starts to get overcast. And now the sun is red. Now it turns yellow. And the bow in the foreground is still there, still expanding. Something weird is going on here, people. Something not even I can try to explain, but this is not right. This is wrong. God bless you.